Hi all, today we're filming this update in front of yet another great project, the Rotary Dolphin Wishing Well at Hillary's Boat Harbour. The Wishing Well became a 10-year joint project by the Rotary clubs of Hillary's and Wanneroo, and it's a great example of clubs banding together. Since March 2010, every time $3 is inserted in the Wishing Well down here at Hillary's, the larger-than-life dolphin sculpture does a good turn that goes a long way to doing some good and supporting many projects in our community. This month, we're acknowledging Rotary Youth Service. Throughout the month of May, members of Rotary clubs, Rotaract, Interact, and those involved in Rotary Youth Leadership Awards and Rotary Youth Exchange celebrate the opportunities Rotary provides to connect, grow through service, develop leadership skills, mentor or be mentored, and have a little fun along the way. Rotary does so much in the area of youth, and we truly do receive a lot in return from our younger members. So a great example of this is Dean Fuller of Elizabeth Quay. After only a few months in Rotary, Dean was quick to put up his hand to be considered for a district board role when it was offered this Rotary year. So Dean, welcome to the DG Update.
Well, thank you for having me.
I hope you're as comfortable in front of the camera as you are behind it.
This is what it's like.
This is what it's like. So Dean, my first question to you is, why did you become a Rotarian? And what attracted you to the role of board intern?
I don't have boundaries. I don't say no to things. So when Nick Lim asked me to come aboard, I had difficulty saying no. Now, the reason I stayed was because I got to do cool stuff to help the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What interested you about becoming an intern on the district board?
Again, I like boundaries. And again, the reason I stayed was because being an intern being an intern on the district board meant that I got to help a lot of people in ways that I couldn't have imagined a year ago.
Very good. So what have you learned as an intern about yourself and about the district?
Besides the whole lacking boundaries thing, and that I should really learn to say no to things. What else have I learned about myself? I learned that I'm capable of so much more than I thought I was. I've learned that I can keep going to unreasonable hours in the morning just so long as I have a good goal to work towards.
Very cool.
As John is well aware. I mean, and then I've also learned the consequences of pushing your limits for far too long. You know, madness, insanity, sore necks, that kind of thing. The district. Well, I didn't know much about the district when I started. I just knew that they were like important people that did important things. But what do they actually do? Supporting clubs. I've listened to many calls with you where you're just helping presidents sort out some problems that they may think may be beyond their capacities. And I think, judging from what I've heard, I haven't heard anybody speak ill of you, which leads me to believe that, district does its job and does it well, even if most people don't know what exactly it does.
Very good, very good. Good answer. Thank you about it. So, how has this experience as being a board intern for the district helped you on your Rotary journey?
This is a very roundabout way of answering this, but I used to be incredibly shy. Say the first 23 years of my life. I'm 26 now. I don't look it. I was a very shy boy. I think most you'd get out of me is a yes, a nod, or a or a huh. Mm-hmm. Asking adults to do anything, making a request of an adult was something completely outside of my purview, I thought. And then coming aboard as the intern, I came to the realization that I could ask adults, proper adults, to do things. Yep. And they do it. Yeah. I palmed off so much busy work for the conference off to a wonderful and nameless former CEO of multinationals. I gained the confidence to be able to do that via my experience at the district board as the intern, as well as how to ask. Because one of the other many upsides of this is that I got to sit and watch and listen to great leaders like yourself and the other members of the district board.
More so them.
He is actually pretty okay, people. I got to watch how you people act. Believe it or not, I did not go to finishing school. So this was an enormously valuable thing to me to be able to just, listen in on your calls to people, supporting people, and me just taking notes. Like, well, if somebody's being uncooperative, say this. If they're sounding uncertain, say this. Just incredible to be able to watch people like you in your element.
So lots of life lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody asked me if I want to be DG right now, or like some point in the future, I'm going to have to be very inebriated for that conversation. But it has certainly made me want to take more of an active role.
Yeah. Well,
in Rotary.
We can have a beer later, but that's fine.
Oh, good God. What have I signed myself up to?
We've often said you're the actual DG.
No, I'm the shadow DG, phantom DG. It's a much has a much better ring to it. I get to wear a mask. And
that's true. That's true. Exactly right. So, would you recommend the role of board intern to another young Rotarian?
I can't think of anything else that has changed my life in the way this last year as board intern has. Just the tremendous amount of good we've been able to achieve over the past 12 months. The vast array of homeless projects that have managed to come out of the Joint District Conference, the rumblings of a Rotaract Club at ECU, and various other projects that we've still got gestating. Being able to serve people in the way I have on the district board has been the most amazing experience, and my only regret is that I didn't have longer, that I only had a year. So to answer your question, yes, I would recommend young'uns to this position. If anybody wants to do good in the community or make a difference, this is a good place to start.
Yeah. And Dean, I think I speak on behalf of the whole district when I say that having a younger voice on our board, particularly one like yourself who is both respectful but at the same time willing to speak up, I think has made such a big difference. So congratulations to you on a great year that you've had. And it's wonderful to be able to celebrate this little milestone in the Youth Recognition Month that we're having for Rotary this month. But sincerely, thanks for all your hard work and effort.
Well, thank you very much for having me aboard, John.
The year wouldn't have been the same without you, my friend.
Wouldn't have been the same without you. I would have gotten a few more hours sleep.
Well, that's true, exactly. All
right, bye-bye, folks.
That's a wrap. So this month's shout-outs go to the Perth and Melville clubs for an incredible gala centennial ball put on the Ritz. It was an amazing evening and a very memorable once-in-a-100 years celebration. Congrats again to our two Ken Collins Award nominees, John Garland and Gordon Hudson. Not to mention the numerous 50-plus year Rotarians all across WA, all of whom are inspiring examples of service above self. A second shout out this month goes to our emergency response committees who have been managing both bushfire and cyclone appeals simultaneously. They're to be congratulated on the great work that they're doing, and these teams are being coordinated by Peter Durrant and are really making a difference in our community. So many clubs are getting behind these important local community appeals, including those in our southern districts, and so a special shout out this month needs to go to the Rotary Club of Mill Point for arranging shipping container transport for the bushfire relief. Thanks to Jerry and Rick, this came through a connection that was made possible by the Joint District Conference. It's a wonderful example of seeing our clubs in WA working together regardless of their district and doing some good in the world. Well, that's almost a wrap from us here at Hillary's Boat Harbour. As we approach the year-end changeover season, a timely reminder to all to please continue to observe all COVID public health requirements. Whilst we at District are somewhat restricted this year by RI from getting around as widely as we would like, I wish you all the very, very best for the final 6 weeks of the year. Until next time, thanks for tuning in and stay safe. Awesome.